Hey, this is Danielle, and I'm in the studio with John today. We thought it would be fun to record the daily free video in here because we're in the studio getting ready to launch our Simpler Foundation site. And, we thought we'd just go ahead and record the video in here. It's
like a total NPR radio show. So,
right?
Hello.
So we're talking about a couple different tickers, but I think one of our favorites was Zen, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
So we could do you want to do a your take, my take on it?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Zen, symbol ZEN. Mm-hmm. And so a couple of reasons that I like it right now is that the overall indexes right now kind of scare me a little bit. Mm-hmm. So for those of you that track some of the internals, like the 10-day moving average of the put-call ratio, it's just telling us that everybody and their grandmother is long this market.
Yes.
So that gets me a little nervous that it's like, okay, if everybody's long, who else is left to buy? Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean we roll over and die, but it means I like to kind of get out of some of the mainstay stocks, the Netflixes and stuff like that, and into stocks that are kind of off the radar. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing. And then
Honey Badger,
yes. So
Honey Badger don't care.
So and the other thing is it's a stock that Zen is just kind of on its own planet.
Yes.
So on days when the market's down, this stock doesn't care because it's just got all these other things kind of going for it. And then of course it has squeeze on the daily chart where the momentum is just turned up today, and squeezes on like the 195-minute chart. Yep. And so I like it.
Yeah, I love it. I think I found it in the scanner as well. So
yeah, I had never heard of it.
Yeah, I've never heard of it either. Yeah. Popped up in the scanner, and it was trading right around the 80 MA all last week, and there was a down day Thursday, I think. Mm-hmm. Right when we got that down day, it came down, it hit symmetry, maintained symmetry really well, really nice fib analysis on that chart. Went ahead and got in long, and today it had a really nice trigger. So now on something like this, how are you looking at it for targets? So for me, primarily with this one, I've really noticed with those Honey Badger stocks, they tend to go up to not just the 1272, but the 1618. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty close to the 1272 extension already, and it really just triggered for me today. And the squeeze on the daily, I don't even think it fired yet.
It is not fired yet, no.
Yeah, so I'm going to go up into about the 1618 extension on that one. And then at that point, if we can get there, just try to trail up a stop. But
yeah, for sure. And I think, so I was looking at, the 1272, mm-hmm. I think it's, it's within $1 of that.
Yes.
The 1618, maybe $3. Mm-hmm. And then if you look at symmetry, I think symmetry, if you compare like the last squeeze move to this potential move, would take it up to 65.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So on this particular one, I'm just a big believer, it's like, okay, I got 30 contracts, 1272, boom, let's take off 10, trail up or stop, 1618, take off 10, trail up or stop. And then great, if we get that last piece, that's awesome, but I'm also trailing up the stop as that happens.
Perfect. Yep. Love it. It's a great idea. Nice to find that from the scanner. Mm-hmm. And hopefully some of you guys were able to get into that either from the class from last week or from the trading room. And, if there is a pullback in the market tomorrow or the next day and it hasn't met targets yet, it's possible to still get in.
So now, before the FOMC, are you just going to sell it and just be because you're terrified of what might happen? Okay.
Nah, I don't really. FOMC, kind of just, I don't know. Raghee gave me really good advice one time. She said that she gets acupuncture during FOMC so that she can.
That's the best advice I've ever heard.
Yeah, so I tend to just go to lunch and,
Well, a lot of times,
and it comes back.
Well, before something like that, a lot of times, especially newer people are like, oh, okay, I want to go flat before any report like that. It's like, well, if you're flat before any report, you're never going to have a position. All a report does is that if you have a plan in place, it's going to cause you to hit your target or your stop faster. So that's all it is.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's great advice. Really good point with that FOMC tomorrow. I don't know. Like you said, there's always reports, and I try not to worry too much. I try to focus on the individual setups and then, of course, the indexes. But like you pointed out, it's more of a honey badger. It doesn't really fit into anything that we're doing with a particular index. So those have been performing really well lately, especially names off the IBD 50. Another one that I found was TWOU. So that's another one I'm going to be watching. How do you pronounce that? I was trying to figure that out. It's 2U. 2U.
T-wow.
2U. Okay. Another good one that triggered today, but same thing, daily 195-minute squeezes, but just another random name. So
very good.
It's all in the setup.
Good deal.
Awesome.
Any closing thoughts?
Well, thanks for joining me today. I hope that everyone checks out our new Simpler Foundation when we launch it. You're going to find more videos from us. So
sounds good.
Thank you and good trading.
Good trading.